they text me, you 5 in the morning, you probably done paying your lease. Wanna get out of the country, you say you wanna go on a trip out of Greece. Wanna get out of the country, wanna get different, you wanna get runchy. Buy the ticket right now, bitch, you tell me you want me. For the flight, shit, we spinning the band, shit is cool.
So guys, Katie Chris here. I was gonna go on the big dummy moment of the century. So we just saw the first dummy of the century named Corey Harris, who got a suspended license. The Fury sent this man to jail, and he's learned his valuable lesson not to drive a car while getting his license suspended inside. However, there's another man who is smoking a blunt, smoking weed, when that man's story happens. The first guy story he smoked a blunt in court. The same man who had this. I don't know about Corey Harris. I talk about the same nigga who smoked a blunt in this footage. So I want to know about this one. Here's the footage of the man smoking a goddamn blunt. Roll the footage.
Ah! Yes! I love that!
Alright, so boom, I already said I ain't fixing to sit here and talk about Corey Harris no more, and I've closed the door on the case regarding the suspended license. However, I found it absolutely ironic that I received a DM last night from a brother named Taekwon informing me that the Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson has seen a dumbass on his virtual court proceedings, hearings, whatever you want to call it, 10 months prior. Because there was a gentleman by the name of Anthony Lane who was facing drug possession charges, carrying methamphetamine, carrying cocaine or heroin, whatever the case just so happens to be. And this gentleman pulls up in the virtual presence of the Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson, smoking a blunt.
Like, yo, what?
While thinking they can't see him. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
36-year-old Anthony Lane is before Judge Cedric Simpson for a virtual conference.
The guy's name is Anthony Lane. The guy's name is Anthony Lane, who's on the first row on Zoom call with the trial. The judge, Cedric Simpson, asked him about to see the court to see this man's Anthony Lane's records on a drug possession. How many times did I tell you not to tell you that I smoke a blunt, smoking weed, and smoking a goddamn chronic? Really? You ain't got no bud. Where we at, nigga? You ain't had the same day at a time like this? How many times did I tell you not to go into the judge, the fucking court, and you have a goddamn weed at the same time? Come on, son. How many times did I tell you something? What is this? What is going on? The court settled it in a effective way is a big dummy moment of the century. And that big dummy moment of the century is a guy named Anthony Lane, who is a drug possession charged of drug trial crimes. They didn't want to do a crime, son. Here's the moment we're out to see. Wait and see what I have to see next.
And here we go.
Lane was charged with 1 count of possessing methamphetamine or ecstasy and 1 count of possessing a narcotic, cocaine or heroin.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad.
Everything seemed to be going relatively smooth, it appears. But then things took a turn.
But I do want to make a statement on the record. It appeared that earlier in this time block that Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt and might have been smoking.
What? Bro, what you on? Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
So let me get this straight. Look at the reaction on the face of Anthony Lane. Mans looked like he was disgusted that the prosecutor was snitching on him, or maybe he was oblivious of the fact that they can see him.
Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt.
Mr. Lane smoking a blunt? What is the wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? Why the hell are you thinking? Why is Anthony Lane smoking a blunt? Who the fuck does that? And you think they got a goddamn bribe here. I would say this if they was charged a drug and roll and smoke a blunt inside a house. Nigga, are you dumb? Are you stupid? Or you just both? And that's the case with that spawn. Why the hell this nigga does not have a fucking blunt? You gotta be kidding me. Look at this man's face. I wanna see. I wanna see a big dummy man's face. This was a big dummy moment of the century. This is the man's shocked face when this guy say he rolled a blunt. What the hell was that for to me? You didn't tell me you got to roll a blunt? Really? Let me be frank. I said in my prior statement, and you didn't tell me I had to do a roll blunt. Last time I checked, and you didn't tell me what happened last time I seen this before on a damn time in the Espionage here. Well, so let me tell me, he was on a virtual trial with Cedric Simpson, the judge Cedric Simpson, of course. How to be the most dummy of the century, and you have so bad. Wait till see what happens next when Lane said this before the verdict was getting tried.
And might have been smoking.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
You recognize when you go into these virtual hearings, prior to you finally being brought into the courtroom, they keep you kind of in like a green room behind the scenes, but your camera is on. Just because the judge can't see you in that moment doesn't mean that whoever's the moderator who's controlling putting you into the courtroom cannot see you.
Mr. Lane was rolling a blunt and might have been smoking.
You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Can we roll the footage of that tape in question?
I think that might be wise.
It's about to go down.
Mr. Lane, you understand what's happening now?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you do.
This line, Your Honor, hashtag I don't believe these.
Earlier that day, while Lane waited in the virtual courtroom, he decided to have a smoke.
People this stupid shouldn't be allowed to live.
Lane looked cautiously out the vehicle's window, but paid no attention to the phone in front of him that was broadcasting what he was doing.
They got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me in no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever.
Stay off the weed. Stay off the weed.
What the actual fuck? He bought a weed in the goddamn life? Yeah, that's right, man. He said stay off the weed. Whoever does this shit, and every time y'all didn't seen it, don't fucked up in the game. You didn't tell me this nigga, this son bag. Hey, yo, let's smoke away. I'm not smoking a right now. What? Are you? Have you no shame of this, nigga? Have you no shame? These niggas caught you in 4K after you brought a fucking weed smoker. Have you no damn shame? If they just got themselves bitched. He had no shame of humor. He has no shame. He has no shame. But at the same time, everything has the perfect timing to smoke a blunt and you're smoking weed. How you got a pretty shameful of himself. And at that time, this nigga had no sense. The biggest sell-off crowd was a big sellout. Man's thinking he was able to tell he bought up. He goes to the, look at this what happened before. Let me feel this one. He goes there. He goes to the liquor store You said, man, get the weed here, man. I think about the weed here. No. Get it with weed, get the 40 real quick. I'm gonna have a 40 blunt party. Do you know why the 40 blunt party was given for? When D from here said this?
Like the 40s and blunts party. It definitely was that. For those that missed it.
It was the 40 blunt party in 95 with D&D party. And you didn't see it. I didn't see shit when SLA said it. And you didn't see what happens next.
This is 4K! How did they get you at 4K?
He continued smoking during the session and flaunted the blunt up close while Judge Simpson was handling other cases.
Stay off the damn weed! And they don't listen. Stupid!
That ain't me.
Somebody lies!
Court staff took notice and informed the prosecutor.
Homie out here rolling up on camera. Then to make matters worse, he's scoping the area to make sure nobody can see him. Fam, your phone's in front of you. Turn it upside down.
Is the man retarded?
This is a case of individuals who are absolutely stupid, retarded. What's the matter with you? You are in full control of your camera. If you cut it off, because there's been countless of individuals who's in the comment section saying, well, they require you to have the camera on. If you cut it off and proceed to go and roll up, they will have to send you a message, primarily in the chat, or maybe somebody will say something on the mic to have your camera turned back on. But if you're gonna do something with nefarious intent, cut it off so they can correct you, and that time frame in which they can't see you, they can't claim that you were doing wrong things. But your dumb ass doing it on camera, fam. Man's phone is right here. Homie looking not at the phone, he's staring everywhere else as if the camera can't see him. Are you stupid, sir?
Why did you do that? Why would you look?
I know what a couple of people are going to say in the comment section. Well, I understand that marijuana is now legal. So regardless of that being the fact, that doesn't mean that he's doing anything wrong. This gentleman is out on bond.
Recreational marijuana use is legal in Michigan. Lane is out on bond and strictly prohibited from taking any drugs or controlled substances.
It's strictly prohibited. He's not supposed to be taking in any form of contraband whatsoever.
I'm actually speechless. You tell me, man-style marijuana, smoking and you got on the phone. Look at this, I got on the phone. I gotta get this on phone on FaceTime like, oh shit, I gotta just go on the smoking weed. My niggas gonna have to go to smoking. I'm like, let me get this, smoke my niggas here. I'm gonna see that, go ahead, I'm gonna smoke a bunch. I'm gonna call my niggas up. So, let me smoke. So I'm gonna get smoking. I just gotta get, what say that? Oh yeah, go ahead. I gotta have the little, go ahead and you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have it. Man. I got Patty Lou. Go ahead and smoke some weed here. You gotta call back here. Hey, but bang the blunt, get the 40 here. Make the 40 party up here. We don't need something good enough here. Get the 40 parties, man. You had a guy here. So then, man, you got, call the 36 Mafia here. Call the A-Boy, AKG, UGK, everything. You know what I'm saying? You got handle it, son. Yeah. I got that, bro. You don't have to, bro. And you let me on bond to call on the fucked up smoking like this? What you gonna do? Activate your brain, son. Is this camera on you? On bond? It's stupid. That's the kind of dumbass you haven't seen it. That's the dumbass who are all the time being it. The one thing you need to know is this. Activate the brain switch. Turn it on! Are you stupid? Is this camera on you?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Why you keep trying to cut corners for this man? I saw people in the comment section already writing it. There's no doubt in my mind that they're writing inside of mine right now.
Lane looked cautiously out the vehicle's window, but paid no attention to the phone in front of him that was broadcasting what he was doing.
Turn this on. Turn it on!
You know the kind of dumbass that you have to be to actively be rolling up when on camera in preparation for going to court? Are you that much of an addict to where you need to get a high? To where you can't sit still without contraband? Fam, do you recognize this man was on a group Zoom court proceeding, hearing, whatever you want to call it? Fam, There were countless individuals in there. There was even a public defender up on camera. You mean to tell me you don't think no prosecutors or the judge can see it behind the scenes? You got to be a special kind of stupid, sir.
It was broadcasting what he was doing, not only on the internet, but directly to the court.
Not only did this man mess around and roll up on camera, homie proceeded to get out of his vehicle and go for a walk and smoke. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Mans took the phone with him.
He continued smoking during the session and flaunted the blunt up close while Judge Simpson was handling other cases.
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with him?
Court staff took notice and informed the prosecutor.
As you can see, if we were to go and rewind just a little bit further back, you can see in the group Zoom, there were some people who had cameras on, but they were not present. Perhaps they was off from the camera. This dumbass took the phone with him.
Another defendant waiting.
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Look smack dab in the middle. Willie Gardner, Trevon Jackson, the camera's on. They're nowhere to be present.
While recreational marijuana use is legal in Michigan, Lane is out on bond.
You mean to tell me that Anthony Lane didn't think in his mind, you know what, let me leave the phone in the vehicle while I go outside and go smoke, let alone go and roll up, turn the volume all the way up so if they happen to call me, I could just simply step right into frame. But oh no, the camera surely can't see me. They haven't accepted me into the Zoom room. Therefore, there's no recording of what's happening. Are you stupid?
Out of your mind! Are you out of your skull?
What? What the fuck is he doing? I don't think the place was stupid. You niggas are weak. This nigga is really not really smoking blunt out this way. Every time you see this man, he listening to music field, listening to this goddamn music on top field. What the hell I seen it? That's the top bottom of the music field on this time of year. And of course, you see the Loonies here. The Loonies made a song called I Got Five for It. Redman made the song called How to Roll Blunt. Redman's song called it's called How High in the movie that came on Chapter 1. Then the late great Shock G of the Digital Underground saying we got more. And first and foremost, how the hell you niggas say that marijuana was legal? Why the world you didn't see this before? Every time, here's what you got a picture of pat down, and you ever see it on the nation? You don't want to smoke a blunt here. You hear our own rappers smoking weed and blunts and all types of being dudes like this? Niggas are always bad attention, bro. And you didn't see what happened. And they are so bad. I want to see more. Here it is.
As part of his bond conditions, Lane is also supposed to be taking regular drug tests.
It appears that Anthony Lane is at his final destination to where this man is laying down for the court proceedings. So it's safe to say this right here is an opinion. I cannot say this is riddled in facts. So somebody correct me if I just so happen to be wrong, if you happen to know the case. I can go and say perhaps this man jumped into his vehicle, proceeded to drive over to the corner store, convenience store, maybe a shop that happens to go and sell these pre-rolls, then proceeds to return to the vehicle, roll up, lick up his blunt, begin to smoke, exit said vehicle, go for a smoke and walk, return to your primary residence, and then begin the Zoom proceedings, all while still being recorded. Is it safe to say that this was going down? This man is stupid. Where's Chris Jericho when you need him? Let this man know that he's nothing more than a
Stupid idiot.
Stupid idiots. Stupid idiots.
Stupid idiots.
Wait! There's more. Evidently, this gentleman was supposed to be taking regular drug tests, weekly drug tests. So with that being a clear understanding, that would showcase that similar to what they said prior to where it's strictly prohibited for him to be taking any form of drugs. If you're taking a weekly drug test, why would you actively go and smoke, let alone do it on camera, sir?
As part of his bond conditions, Lane is also supposed to be taking regular drug tests.
Did this man, he didn't take regular drug tests? Yo, last year I saw what happened! What you tell me? hear this man say, and what you just man said. I want to hear you.
When's the last time you tested?
2 weeks ago.
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
I tested back to back.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Okay, but have you tested this week?
No, sir.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon. I don't think so, pal. That's not how this works.
This motherfucker said back to back. He said he tested back to back. Oh, my apologies. You're supposed to be getting tested weekly. Nah, I did it twice 2 weeks ago. So that should take care of this week. Are you dumb? Are you stupid?
Stupid bitch.
Wait a minute. This man said back to back. What is this, Drakes? Did Craig go back to back? What? You tell me that this man thinking you need to take a drug test 2 times a day. But never that 2 weeks ago, never say about this. You went 2 weeks ago. 2 times back to back. Ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way this is real. This shit is pay the time. You tell me we're gonna have today. Let me just put laid back. Like a smoking weed out corner. No! No! At the same time, you did not see this. You did not talk about that. You don't smoke a weed in the goddamn virtual court. I bet you I've seen this 1 year ago. 1 year ago, you had basically seen this. And you don't care. He didn't care. He didn't care. That shit never gonna stop. Ever. And when is it bad? I want to hear more to see why this man never passed a drug test over 2 weeks.
Fucking retard.
I'm also going to order that you're to report to community corrections today for a test.
Your Honor, I have no ride today.
This motherfucker said he don't got no ride. Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I have no ride to make it to the correctional facility. Therefore, I can't go today. Let's go and reschedule. Can we take a rain check? Let's just postpone that test because it's not convenient for me. Since when the law operate like that? Could you imagine if you had a court date and you on some, hey, I know it's mandatory that I have to be here later today, but man, there seems to be an accident that's going down, so I guess I can't go. How about we just reschedule when it's more convenient for me? Maybe, hey, I'm taking some drugs when I'm not supposed to be. Let's just wait until it's out of my system. That way I can pass with flying colors. That sound like a good idea? That sounds like a good idea. Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
Fight back, nigga.
You were supposed to be testing 2 times per week.
I tested back to back.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
Guys went all the way back. You would have thought he was having the meanest orgasm. What are you talking about? You can't get a ride, let alone you had back-to-back tests 2 weeks ago. This man must be one of the dumbest criminals I've ever seen in my life.
Facts.
Well, you better find somebody to get you a ride down here. I'm ordering a test. You're the one that brought this on yourself by what you did.
Get out there! That nigga is get out there!
So I'm ordering a test today.
Okay,
if you got a test today, I'm going to be issuing a warrant to have you picked up.
That's what you get. That's what you get. On, Lane lingers on the call and lets out a laugh.
You keep laughing, Mr. Lane. I don't think you want to do that. Not with me. You better take yourself off before you think things are too funny. Thank you.
I wasn't laughing at you, sir. I wasn't laughing at you, sir.
Want any more trouble?
Well, you got trouble!
This ain't no laughing man. This ain't no laughing man. I can't take it anymore. And I can't take it anymore with this. And I don't know why I care about this. You're going to be a community service. And you're taking a drug test. With you on this. And you better learn a valuable lesson on a big damn moment in the century. You had no idea what he was doing. After all of this, Edelman had enough. This man is a complete off guard. Someone call the authorities to get this man off the field.
And I guess the weed must have kicked in, and Buddy is higher than giraffe pussy. Homie is up there. He's the upper room. Man's laughing. What you laughing for? You fixing to go to jail.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You going to jail. You're going to jail.
Lane never made it to community corrections that day, nor did he appear at his next conference. Judge Simpson issued a warrant for his arrest and revoked bond.
Call the authorities.
We are the police. The police of Haiti. The police of Haiti.
Take his ass to jail. Take his ass to jail. You go to jail, you son of a bitch.
All right, hold him back.
You go to jail.
Man's decided I'm fixing to go AWOL. You gonna have to come and find me. Now, I started Googling homie's name to see if I could find what the update with Anthony Lane just so happens to be. I didn't come across anything. Primarily, I kept coming across articles that kept talking about the Corey Harris and the correlation between the Honorable Judge Cedric Simpson alongside these two dumbasses in Corey Harris and also Anthony Lane. So somebody in the comment section, if you happen to find out if man's got caught and he's currently jailed, let it be known what the current status of that man just so happens to be. But I'll close with this. We have some dumbass individuals who navigate life among us in this society. And I said this on Instagram yesterday. I'm fixing to say it again here today. I need you to think about something. We all grew up, went through grade school, elementary, junior high, high school. Some went on to college. Some went even further into graduate school. We've all experienced dumbasses. Facts. We've experienced classmates, maybe even in our extracurricular activities, teammates, whatever the case may be. Absolute idiots, dumbasses, imbeciles who walk among us. As we aged and we got older and we got our faculties, under control and things of that nature, and we navigate through life. Those individuals grew up as well, right? They still walk among us, right? They're individuals like Corey Harris and Anthony Lane, right? So every time you happen to walk outside and you find yourself having to had an altercation or something of that nature, maybe you happen to be on social media, you having a back and forth. I need you to remember, one of those individuals could be the person who you're messing around and interacting with. We gotta live our lives with these stupid individuals. What are you doing rolling up on video when you're not supposed to be taking in any contraband, sir?
Using weed.
Man, stupid. Man, call up Chris. I don't even want to say nothing else.
You're gonna have to die.
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on. 16-foot. Arms are clasped. Look at him ready. I can't believe it. Off the ground. Is he? Whoa, he did. Yes, he is.
I said it again. Corey Harris and the name, both men are be ashamed of second quarter. But next week it's gonna be worse than the worst. The worst of the worst is this. If I was that weed smoker, you all be know about this. It's time I said this. This has been a big dumb moment of the century. By smoking weed, suspended license, and both your bonds have been revoked. And with that, I need a town call reinforcements to send this man to afterlife.
I'm gonna need to call in, not the police, but the executioner, Brent
Solo Nick freaking Gage.
Send Hook.
We gonna call in our special reinforcements, Steve.
You know what? I could do the same thing.
Yes, Booker T's beating up everybody in the ring. Boom! Booker T's just going to the big shot jaw. Boom! Up. Booker T's pulling Creed up right now. He's going to hit him with that big crunch kick. Oh! Booker T just caught Creed with that big crunch kick. What the hell is going on? There's a lot of mayhem out here. Pete is down. He's dogging him. He's got a big kick set up. Where he's going to catch him at. He's going to get. Oh!
Well, it looks
like the main event mafia continues.
Booker T's the
man.
man.
In the Impact.
What the hell?
Now, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
Shit, that nigga had me scared, but I held my own. Fuck that.
Be that way, you big dummy!
You big dummy.
Big dummy? Big dummy.
You big dummy!
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Do it! Just do it! Make your dreams come true! So just do it!
Please! Please!